Ramzan Kadyrov, the leader of Chechnya, in Grozny, the capital, in 2014. Muzi Sadullayev, Associated Press, Moscow. Authorities in Russia's Chechnya Republic are claiming success in an unconventional, sweeping campaign to compel people who have divorced to reunite, for the sake of the children, and, they say, to help in the fight against terrorism. Through the summer, local television has been reporting on the lives of divorced couples now living together again under the watchful eye of members of a government commission. It's reality television, Chechen style. The commission, known as the Council for Harmonizing Marriage and Family Relations, says it has over the past 2 months brought back together 948 couples, some after years of separation. Under the program, the council can ask the police to visit divorced people to encourage them to patch up their differences. The broadcasts show formerly divorced people going about their lives in a now common home, mostly avoiding one another but also spending time with the children. One mother helped with homework, another was shown putting a hat on a child's head as he played in the sun. This happy reunion became possible because of a program of the region's leader, a television reporter said, referring to Ramzan Kadyrov. Despite mutual antagonism, hundreds of divorced couples are responding to the call. However farcical on the surface, the program, as with all social policy in Chechnya, is lethally serious. Failure to comply with demands of the regional leadership can have severe consequences, far worse than living with a despised former partner. The predominantly Muslim region fought and lost 2 wars for independence from Russia after the Soviet collapse, and a small Islamist insurgency still simmers. In a bargain to hold on to the region, the Kremlin has given Mr. Kadyrov, the son of a Sufi imam, or preacher, who switched sides during the Second War, a free hand to rule as he likes at home in exchange for loyalty to Moscow. Mr. Kadyrov has co-opted the strict Islamic social norms advocated by the insurgency, to sap it of support. He has required, for example, that female university students wear headscarves. The forced family reunions, begun last month, followed a brutal repression of gay men in Chechnya last winter. In that campaign, police posted to online chats under the guise of men looking for dates, only to arrest and torture those who responded. Gay men who fled Chechnya said they were beaten and shocked with electrical wires. The regional government has denied the arrests, and said Chechnya has no gay men. The family reunions, which began within weeks of the worst of the crackdown on gay men, has sparked a backlash from divorced people who say they are being forced to live with estranged former partners, but is lauded in the local state-controlled media. Mr. Kadyrov announced the program by asserting that children of divorced parents are more likely to become Islamist militants, particularly if raised by their mothers. If they could live together and have 3, 4 or 5 children, why divorce after that? Mr. Kadyrov said of couples who want to separate. If everything was alright before having 5 children, why not live together afterward? For the children of divorced parents, Mr. Kadyrov said that, from 100 such families, 5 or 6 are normal. During TV broadcasts of meetings run by the Council for Harmonizing Marriage and Family Relations, men and women, some divorced for years, are seen sitting at a table, looking down at their feet, while police and religious leaders pry into the reasons for the separation. Usually, the authorities conclude there was no good reason for the divorce and instruct them to reunite. Grozny TV, a local station, visited the homes of couples who moved in together after years of divorce. They now watch their favorite television program together, and have dinner at the same table, a journalist with Grozny TV said. The number of those making up grows every day. In one broadcast, 2 men from the commission visits a couple recently reunited. The husband, Isa Idrisov, explains he reunited with his former wife to obey what the head of the republic said. Local media have quoted women expressing gratitude to the commission for persuading husbands who divorced them to be with another woman to return to the family. Many estranged former partners, however, have complained bitterly about the program. My family is my personal business, one man who had been pressured by the commission told the BBC Russian service. I said I don't plan to get back together with a person I divorced 7 years ago, and a woman who has been divorced 12 years said she wanted to find a man other than her former husband. Of people pressured by the council to make up, she said, why should they cling to the past, if they have possibilities in the future? A version of this article appears in print on August 27, 2017, on page A12 of the New York edition with the headline Chechnya makes the divorced reunite to halt militants.